Hey guys, what is going on? It is Jake, aka Parky1 here, and welcome to episode 7 of my Fleetwood Town career mode on FIFA 18. Now we've got a very action-packed episode for you here today. We've got 3 very important games, and you will see throughout the episode that we are going to be playing against Portsmouth, as you saw just start there. We are against Southend and we are against Bradford City. But anyway, let's just get straight into the action for this episode. And you can see straight from kickoff, Devontae Cole comes through and he hits the post at Fratton Park. What a start for the COD Army at the southern side, the former Premier League side. But anyway, Brett Pittman comes down the wing in the 7th minute, passes back to Naismith. Jamal Lowe gets the better of Kian Bolger and somehow misses the target. The keeper had no chance there, and somehow Fleetwood Town are still in this game at 0-0. But Dempsey runs all the way, seemingly. The 16th minute, passes out to Wes Burns and forces a brilliant save out of McGee. And this game has started off like a bullet out of a gun. Absolutely brilliant. But Devontae Cole here in the 24th minute runs seemingly through everyone. Passes. I thought he passed it there, but he ended up shooting straight across McGee and putting Fleetwood Town ahead, seemingly in the same position where Brett Pittman celebrated for his goal against Fleetwood Town. But you can see here what a brilliant run. The players didn't seem want to get anywhere near him. The number 20 and number 16 there standing off, but what a brilliant start for Fleetwood Town. But anyway, we've got Brett Pittman here, passing off to Jamal Lowe, who seems to be the danger man here, and forcing a brilliant save out of Chris Neal. What a start to this episode and to this game. We're only half an hour into the first game. And Curtis Edwards here loses out. Naismith passes the ball straight to Pittman. Pittman turns, passes back to Naismith. Seemingly does Harding and almost cancels out Devontae Cole's early goal in this game. And Kennedy here, passing up to Lowe. The chances don't seemingly stop. A nice 1-2 there. Passes off to Pittman. Pittman gives it to Naismith. Naismith passes off to Rose, and there it is. He has finally cancelled out Devontae Cole's earlier goal in this game. And what an action-packed first half there has been here at Fratton Park. There's been endless chances, and Amari Bell should have really done better there. But it doesn't matter, as it would have found its way into the net anyway. But Jamal Lowe just before the half-time break. Amari Bell should have done better there again. But he does enough, just enough, to force Jamal Lowe into shooting wide. But there you go. Rose cancels out Cole's first half goal to end up going into the half-time break 1-1. Now Burns here. There wasn't any chances in the first 30 minutes of the second half, but Burns passes off to Grant, and somehow Grant misses such an easy chance. That could be down as the worst miss of the season. Can Fleetwood Town actually come out with a winner here? Bobby Grant here again, and he does it this time. It's Devontae Cole playing the assister this time, and Devontae Cole is an absolute worldie in this career mode. Passes out to Bobby Grant, who seemingly got stuck in the net in his celebration, but a perfectly placed strike into the bottom right corner of the net, and should surely earn all 3 points for the COD Army in the south. Now, I remember driving down to this game, and it was horrendous. It was so far away, but the light seemingly doesn't seem to be affecting Bobby Grant or Devontae Cole. And Grant here again, absolutely brilliant, forces off the defender, passes off to Hardy. Burns gets the ball, and in the 90th minute, he makes it 3-1 to the COD Army. Now, that surely has sealed the points, and Wes Burns runs away from all of his teammates in celebration right in front of the travelling CODs. And what a game to start off with. We are over 4 minutes into this episode now, and we are still showing the first game. And what a brilliant finish from Wes Burns right into the side netting to ensure Fleetwood get all 3 points in this first game after scoring 3 goals at Fratton Park. Now, can we live up to that? You'll have to wait and see, because we are at home against Southend United at Highbury Stadium. Now, Chris Neal is in net. Alex Kent has not featured in a long time, but Ashley Hunter and Wes Burns play on the wings. O'Neill and Edwards behind, and Coyle and Bell on playing as wing backs. Now, Anton Ferdinand is starting this game with Nile Ranger and Simon Cox up front, McGlashan and Kitely on the wings, and Smith in the goals. So this is always going to be a tough game against Southend. But what is it going to turn out like? Is it going to turn out like the Portsmouth game? You'll have to wait and see. We're in the 12th minute here, and Burns gets the ball in the middle of the park. Pass out to Hardy, plays it up to Dempsey, and he puts Town ahead within quarter of an hour of this game. And it seems like the morale and the momentum that we got from Fratton Park is transferred straight over into the next game. And look at this fluent play from Burns to Hardy, straight to Dempsey, and down in the near post, straight past Smith. What a start for Fleetwood Town. Now we're at the half-hour mark here. As Edwards and Dempsey combine, passes off to Hardy. Nice fake shot there. Takes it past the second defender, and he surely should have made it 2-0 and should have doubled the advantage for Fleetwood there. But a couple minutes later, Hunter plays Hardy through yet again. He turns inside with a fake shot, and he does, in fact, double Town's advantage against Southend. And oh my god, this episode has been action-packed so far. You have to remember, there has been less than a game and a half shown, and we were well along with the episode. And you can see there what it means to the players. The players are celebrating frantically. But this fake shot, it seems to be a favourite of Ryan Hardy, and a brilliant finish there. But Southend seemingly tried to get back into the game after Nile Ranger crossed it off to Niall Kitely. Niall Kitely? What? Kitely. The ball finds its way back to Ranger and forces a brilliant save from Chris Neal. Oh, one thing we do need in this game is a clean sheet, and unfortunately there, as well as a header from Nile Ranger, you can see that Curtis Edwards has picked up a slight injury. But fortunately, that didn't force him off the field. I did sub him off in the second half as a precaution, but it didn't force him off the field and didn't end up in an injury. But Southend here really should have put themselves back into the game, and they've had their chances, but they haven't taken any of them. And Ash Hunter here, brilliant save from Smith. Couldn't quite get the follow-up, but Hardy's still got the ball in the box. Oh, pass back to O'Neill, pass back to Edwards, and almost scores one of his pile-driving efforts from deep, but it wasn't meant to be, and it ended up 2-0. We did actually keep our clean sheet against Southend, and we are 2 from 2 in this episode. Now for the final game of this episode, and it is at Valley Parade against Bradford City. Now, this game in real life ended up 3-0 to the Cods, and it was a brilliant performance. They were both playing in these exact kits, not the exact lineup, but let's hope we can replicate the real life result in this game. Now we're going to start off in the second minute. It seems like we start off games really quick, as the Cod Army has the ball with Devontae Cole, passes back to Bobby Grant, a nice turn, and forces a brilliant save from the keeper. Just before the half here, Jordi Harul has the ball on the left wing, passes back to Edwards. Bobby Grant turns yet again and places it right into the bottom right hand corner, and it continues the prolific run, not only for Bobby Grant but for Fleetwood Town in this episode, and he has surely proved why he got Player of the Month at the start of this episode. Like, he surely has proved it by now. But we go into the half 1-0 up thanks to that goal by Bobby Grant. But in the second half, McElhaney plays through Devontae Cole, and Cole doubles the advantage at Valley Parade, and they are absolutely ecstatic. Like, we are at one of the biggest grounds against one of the biggest teams in the league, and we are 2-0 up. We beat Portsmouth at Fratton Park 3-1 earlier on in the episode. We beat Southend 2-0 at Highbury earlier on in this episode, and now we are 2-0 up at Valley Parade thanks to goals from Bobby Grant and Devontae Cole. But is that where we're going to end? Surely not. As Haruli gets the ball on the left wing, passes off to Devontae Cole, plays McElhaney through, and forces a brilliant save out of Doyle. Unfortunately, we couldn't actually capitalise on that, but it's not over yet. We're in the 88th minute. Burns has the ball on the wing. Fake shot, passes it in, and Devontae Cole, he makes it 3-0. He replicates the real life score, And unfortunately, in that game, he will have got a goal, but not in this one. Devontae Cole with the brace, and Burns with an assist, with Bobby Grant, as always, getting on the score sheet. You can't ask for much more in this episode. We've conceded 1 goal and we've scored 8. We scored 8 in 3 games. And look at that header. Brilliant cross by Burns and brilliant header by Devontae means that we walk away from Valley Parade 3-0 victors. And you've got to be happy with that. But anyway, that is where this episode is going to end. I hope you enjoyed this, and surely those 8 goals and the Player of the Month award and 3 wins deserves a like. Now, I'm not being funny, this career mode has started off brilliantly, and I'm hoping you are all enjoying it. So subscribe if you want, and you know what guys, see you later.